Jim Holley, supercrossonline.com. Look who I have with me, the man who designed Indy, Chad Reed. Talk a little bit about this track.
Yeah, I mean, it should be fun. What is it? I think the third race of the guys, the top 6 guys, all designed them. And, Atlanta's been and gone. So, now we're on the Indy, and it's a track that I designed. So it should be fun, I think. And, hopefully it creates a lot of good racing and most importantly, creates putting 22 up on the podium in #1 spot.
Kevin Windham designed the Houston. The unique thing about that is you jumped over the starting line, after the finish. What's unique about your track here in Indy?
I think I just wanted to have long straightaways of rhythm sections and just things that I enjoy when I'm out there riding. I would have liked to have had a really long, gnarly set of whoops. I think that would have been fun, but just kind of left that out, got a little bit too creative, and tried to stay away from 90-degree turns. I'm not a fan.
Did you actually get a chance to actually, after you designed it on paper, they built it, did you get a chance to go ride it before the track walk today and test it out and make sure, oh, that's not going to work, we got to change that?
No riding the track, but yesterday I actually came out and I asked. I called up Ton Gendro and I said, hey, I want to, after seeing James's track, I felt that I felt that James would have been pretty bummed if he had to have raced that track. I think it was pretty, far-fetched from what he designed and what he envisioned. And so when I came here, I texted those guys and called them. And I said, hey, I really want this thing to be cool. Like I put a lot of effort into it, and I expect the same in return. Let's try to make it the way I envision it. So came out yesterday and made some changes to it, and hopefully it turns out the way I feel like it should.
Does this help you later on in the year? I know you're promoting some Supercrosses in Australia, and you got your foot in the door and a lot of your input. Does that help you?
Man, I mean, being involved with Supercross is pretty gnarly, and I'm learning, day by day that it's definitely a lot tougher than you think. And even yesterday when I was out here walking the track, just even small things like the pyro and letting the flames off, that were getting shut down by the city and the state. So, there's a lot more to Supercross than just watching on TV, for sure. One
last question for Chad Reed, because I know Larry Brooks, your team manager, he's over there. He's just frothing at the mouth to get you onto the track walk. But how is Chad Reed after that crash? I mean, that was a pretty hard crash. And I know, talking to some of the guys, that you were a little disoriented. I mean, you were in survival mode, man. At one point, you thought, maybe I don't know if I'm dizzy, I can't focus.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. I mean, I was, definitely the thought went through my head more than once to just get off and be safe. I knew that I could still leave there with the points lead, or or be tied or something. And it's a long series, and feel confident that I could still come out and win a lot of races and get this thing wrapped up. But it was tough. I mean, I hit my head pretty hard, and was struggling to concentrate, and kind of re-injured some injuries that I had from the beginning of the year. And so it's been a rough week, but we've been working hard, and we'll be good this weekend and get a win on my own track.
I talked to you last week after the race, and the top of your hand was a little bit injured. It's okay?
Yeah, it's on. It's still there, can still ride, so we're good.
Well, you heard it from Chad Reed. He can still ride. It's his track, and hopefully he can come away with a win. Put that Yamaha number 22 on the top of the box.